I am on my walk. I got 1 mile more to go. I just had my water break. Okay, today's video is about Waterway Park. Real quick before we get this video started, if you guys ever notice this little stick in my hand and wonder why I hold it a lot when I walk, it is my anxiety stick, y'all. Yeah, when I'm feeling one coming on, I squeeze. I've been walking with this stick for about 3 to 4 years now. Yeah, it works on the slower end. But guys, let's stop for a second. Waterway Park, right behind me, as you're going to see, that's the marina. And on this side, I hope I ain't making y'all dizzy, this is all Waterway Park. I'm guessing a little bit more than a month ago, the marina over here, it got with the city and they wanted to turn Waterway Park, they want to lease out this park and put in campers. Well, they want to cut out spots for campers, a big parking lot, a dog run, a bigger boat dock, kayak rentals, a bathroom on the premises, and actually a little bit more than that. That's what the proposal was, and that's what they wanted to do. And the city was like, okay, we'll think about it. Well, when the news came out, a lot of us did not like that. Guys, I'm gonna turn around. Campers there? No. That's what I had a problem with, the campers. And not to mention, this would not be a good place to come and camp. You hear the nothing but police sirens, the traffic, the truck, and yes, you'll hear the train too. Sometimes trains bother people. But the noise pollution is unreal here. But yes, it does have the other side. It has a lot of nature too, because we are surrounded by water on 3 points. I made a video about this a little bit more than a month ago. I explained it really good in that video. Well guys, there have been some changes. Before I go any further, there's nothing's been finalized, nothing's been signed and final, but from what I understand, let me tell you what it's been changed down to now. Thought about showing the different pieces of land that they're wanting to do this to. I was like, nah, okay. Right up here at the beginning, you have a baseball field. I was put in, I think in 2017 or 18. It was put in so the little kids could have a place to play baseball. It's never really used, guys. It truly isn't. And believe me, I would freaking know. So they're wanting to take that and make it into a parking lot. Not exactly sure what they're wanting to do here, but they're wanting to, I guess, make a bigger boat dock. I'm not 100% sure. From what I read, it wasn't completely clear on that. But they want to do something with the boat dock. And from what I gathered, that's it. That's it. That means there will not be no fence around this. It will not be a gate. It will not be no campers. It will not be no dog park, etc., etc., etc. Which is good. Now, to be honest with you, the only thing I had a problem with was the campers being here. And the only reason I had a problem with that is because I wouldn't be able to go and do what I'm doing now if the campers are here. At least I don't think I would. And it was another reason. This is our park. This is our park, God, for God's sakes, man. It almost felt like they was taking it away from us. And that's what everybody else thought too. Oh yeah. That's what got everybody all riled up, because hey, this may be a sleepy park. Nothing happens here. It has nothing, but just don't give it away. Now, that did bother me, yes, a little bit, but what made me really kind of like it in a way is going to have kayak rentals. I was hoping maybe they would open up more fishing spots, you know, pretty it up a little bit. I was kind of looking forward to that in a way, but I did not want no dang campers here. Of course not. There have been 2 meetings about this with some of the people in the city. I think 2. I did not make either one, and there for a little bit I was feeling bad because I didn't, but Guys, I already voiced my opinion in the best way. I made 2 videos about it. 3 counting this one. Come on. To me, that's better than going to a meeting. You know, I made videos about it and put it on YouTube. I may not have a large gathering or followers, but I have enough. Yes, I have enough. Now, let me tell you, let's say they do put a parking lot in and right over here, put a bigger boat dock in. That's fine. But one thing nobody's talking about, but I'm going to again, I said it on the last 2 I made about this place, and we're going to do it for the 3rd, because this is what I think should happen more than anything else. I strongly feel above everything else, they need to install security cameras down here. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking what people been using this park for. I know for a fact since, well, ever since from 2014 when I first started walking and when I became a walker. Nobody talks about the illegal activity that goes on here that I've seen thousands, well, hundreds and hundreds of times. Nobody talks anything about that. I mean, I personally think that's the bigger picture. I even mentioned it to a police officer one day. They put cameras in at the other park, why not here too? I could be more graphic on what I've seen here, but I'm not exactly sure YouTube will allow this. Okay? But some of the illegal activity is what you're thinking it is. Yes, and the other illegal activity is, I could say this, condoms. Yes, I've walked down here multiple times and seen lots of condoms. Yes, you know, with cameras in place, that stuff will stop, but nobody's mentioned that. Of course, I should have went to one of the meetings and opened my mouth about it. Yes, I should have. But to be truthful, to be honest, when the last meeting happened, I was super busy at 1 o'clock. That's when it was. Because I just got off one of the busiest weeks I've had since last summer. I had to leave this park on a couple occasions. Yes, sometimes dogs off their leashes because I didn't want my Stormy and that dog fighting, okay? But a couple other occasions, I mean, some of the illegal activities, like, I don't want to see that. And there was one time I honestly did not feel safe down here. There was a guy that was in his car, and I don't know what the heck he was on, but he was punching his windows, shouting at the top of his lungs, had music going, getting up out of his car, punching the hood, just freaking out. It wasn't nothing against me, but I honestly thought this guy was going to explode. I did not know what he was capable of doing. He was on something. You could tell he was on something. And that happened right over yonder there. I was with my son that day. We was down here doing a walk. Damien was with me that day. And I was like, Damien, let's get the hell out of here. This guy is spooking me, scaring me. Yeah, it even scared me because I really did not know what this guy was capable of doing. He was flipping his wig. Guys, cameras in this park would not be that big of a cost to the city. They did it in the other park, why not here? And if you want to talk about, oh, the marina over here, no, we don't want them to put campers here. No, but nobody ever mentions anything about the cameras. Nobody ever mentions about the things that goes on here. And personally, I don't think some of them know. I'm going to toot my horn for a second, okay? And I usually don't do this unless I'm 100% sure I am correct about it. Out of all the people that was against marina taking over, and yes, I was against them putting campers here, I truly believe none of them are here as much as me. And the reason I tooted my horn, I don't think half of them know what goes on. And it goes on all year round. I've seen it hundreds of times. And even spoke to a police officer about it once. But nothing's ever happened. Nothing. There's still no cameras. Still the sleepy little park that we love it to be. But yet sometimes you don't really want to walk through here. Of course, to be fair, the hours I walk down here is usually in the mornings, okay? Yes. And I only seen a police presence maybe once or twice. They went around the circle, and that was right after I said something to a police officer. That did happen. Of course, I am here in the afternoon time because a lot of times my wife and I get lunch at the same time. And where do we go to park the car to eat the lunch? Right here. So, to be fair, I don't know what really happens through the rest of the day. But from the times I've been here, I've seen some stuff, man. That was the other thing the marina was going to do here, y'all. It was going to install security cameras. That was the #1 thing I liked that they was going to do. Did not want the campers here. No. Main reason I didn't want the campers here, I honestly thought it may interfere with me coming over here and walk, because sometimes I love to come over here. Yes, although you hear the traffic from the main road, but what I'm not telling you is this tree right over behind me there's an eagle that flocks there from time to time. And not to mention the geese, the heron, all the different birds, the ducks. Yes! This place is flourished with the wildlife like that. And also not to mention the beautiful, beautiful creek behind me that you can fish from. So no, I did not want the campers here. No. Did not want that. But everything else I was totally cool with, man. Especially the security cameras. And the kayak rentals. And I even had a little pipe dream. Maybe they would open up other places to fish. Maybe they will let us over here on the marina side and fish from that area. Yeah. That was a little pipe dream. I was hoping that might happen. But I did not want no campers here. No. No. But everything else, I think it would have prettied the place up a lot. Yeah, the big parking lot here will be an eyesore. Yeah, it will be. And yes, they are taking the baseball diamond away from the little guys, but guys, it was never really used, man. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. It used to be a tennis court many years ago when I moved to this town. If you really want to go back into history, this whole land right here was a brickyard back in the 1800s. Yeah, I wasn't alive then, obviously. But yeah, this is the big update here at Waterway Park, and nothing's final. This is just a proposal, and nothing's been signed. They haven't even really talked about it yet. So is that what's going to happen? Nobody knows. But that's something, from what I gather, the marina changed it and said, hey, let's have a parking lot. Let's do something with the boat dock, and will you be cool with that? Like I said, the parking lot's gonna make it look ugly, but you know, what can you do? I can see why they need a parking lot. Because when they're up and running for business, they're gonna have a lot of people there. I'm not gonna mention any names on here, but there is somebody I can talk to that basically got the ball rolling for here. We're gonna do our slow down to the car because I think this is my last lap. And I can talk to her without going to a meeting. I could just basically maybe message her, or even if I run into her, say, hey, can you somehow maybe get cameras here? You know? And then, you know, tell her. I'm sure she knows because she's a walker herself. I'm sure she knows what goes on down here. And I think if anybody could probably get it going and get something done, she can. She seems to have a little bit of pull. Yeah. So guys, there's the update. I will keep you informed whatever they decide. And once, if let's say they decide to go ahead and do the parking lot and do something with the boat dock, I will even make a video of that too. But right now, as of we stand right today, there's another proposal on the table. Nothing's been finalized or signed. And that new proposal is no campers, no dog park, no fence, no bathroom. But they just want a parking lot and a bigger boat dock that you see right behind me. Maybe they have kayak rentals anyway. That's what Angie and I are hoping. Now, I got some videos going to come up. I am going to try to make a rock video. Guys, the rocks are still sitting in the rock tumbler because we had the busiest week we've ever had. And I'm still busy today. I still got to go do laundry here after a while. And I got to go do some work. I do have a 30-mile, okay, I do have a 30,000 mile review coming up on my little Spark. I may make that very soon. I may make that video tomorrow. But you guys won't see it for a day or two, maybe 3. But guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna take off here, go edit you all up, and then get busy with my busy day. As far as hiking adventures go, we're gonna play them by ear, okay? May have to wait till the following weekend for them. Like I said, we just got off a major busy week. So if anything, I think after I do the car review, I may just relax one day. I maybe relax that day, which be tomorrow. So guys, leave your comments down there. What do you think of everything I just said? If this was your park in your town, you know, would you want camper? Would you want them taking over, put campers here? Yeah, probably not. Until next time, guys, come on! Let's you and I get out of here. And if this is a long video, my apologies now. Sometimes when I get that walker high, I don't know when to shut up. We'll catch you in a couple days.